Alright, y'all, what's going on? Today we got a little reaction video. I'm very late to this, by the way. This is the Hulk versus Godzilla one. They dropped another one yesterday, I think. So yeah, pretty late on this, but I still haven't seen anything. I don't know who wins this. I'm ready to watch this, and then I'll get another video where I watch the new one that they dropped. So I can't wait for that. This is Godzilla versus Hulk. I don't even know how they even came up with the idea to bring these two characters together. I don't know the similarities between these two, but I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is a crazy like
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
yeah, how did they what idea?
Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I really want to see how they thought to bring these two specific characters together.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay. Bill Bixby.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing.
This is Prime Hulk right here. I haven't watched. Okay, I'm gonna be real. The last Avengers movie I watched was Age of Ultron, so I haven't seen any other Avengers movie that came after. I'm not gonna lie. But I just seen Hulk in some of them. Dang, did I just English right there? If I seen Hulk in the newer Avengers movies, I've seen like pictures and clips of them. They can't top this one right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was prime Hulk for me. When I think Hulk, I think of this one right here.
Machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day,
How this happened in
Banner
originally?
died.
And became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk
Think.
emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from
that Chuck Norris?
dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk
Facts.
is a violent,
Yo,
overprotective
what is-
personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk.
Wait, I didn't know he had all these different personalities. I thought Joe Fixit was just like a multiverse version of the Hulk. I didn't know he was a personality of him.
It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality.
And this is
Though I'd
Savage Hulk,
argue he's
the
more
one we all
clever than
know.
you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, I may just be blinded. I may have the rose tinted glasses on, but I do not like anything about this Hulk. Or it may just be because I haven't seen any of the recent movies or the later movies, but I don't know, bro. This ain't my Hulk, man.
brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the
Yeah, I
Hulk's
know about that
power
one.
and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound,
Damn.
and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say world breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first
When did this
firmament,
happen? This
the
is fire.
manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it.
Oh.
himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who
Damn.
killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can
Hey,
utilize
shout out Rivals.
and other radiation
I
in
still play
various
it.
ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also,
He can read people's minds?
ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk
serious?
can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond
Gwynple?
time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
Norman with the waves, bro. He was
Brains
dripping.
Like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Hercollider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell.
Below
The
place?
lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's
Why?
trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up
Dang.
into jars, or
Aw.
digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did.
Wait. So does that mean? So does that mean can just not kill him? This sounds like an automatic win for Hulk. I'm not gonna lie. What is Godzilla gonna do? Like this just straight up sounds like a wipe. I don't know. Let me hold on.
Red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below,
Look at him.
the dark side of the one above all.
That's
Oh.
right. God has
Whoa. I've heard of the one above all, but I've never heard of the opposite. The one below all?
and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk. And Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Whole section right there at the end makes it sound like the Hulk has always existed before Bruce had him. That's insane.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked
Okay, so
the
this was
end of time.
this was the
Complete
big
with
two.
googly eyes. And the most epic roar ever.
Over the years, there have been
That
many
is iconic.
iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons.
Did you just handshake a Megazord? What was that?
Different Godzillas stomping around.
What is that one?
Manila,
Ew.
Scrappy Doo of Kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Koji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Dang.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version.
Wait a minute. He can absorb radiation? This sounds like an endless battle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because Hulk is gamma radiation and he can just keep generating it. And Godzilla can just absorb it. So, man, I gotta see what happens. This is crazy.
And spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that.
That thing
I
looks so
guess.
nasty.
Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his
Ooh.
whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face.
Is that an
with a
anime?
giant mech, piloted by Hatsune Miku.
What?
There's also a number of eras.
Wait, what is this?
Like
Hold
when he
on.
found himself face to face with a giant mech, piloted by Hatsune Miku.
What is this anime? I need to see this. Why is Hatsune Miku fighting Godzilla? I just thought this was some, like when Fortnite dropped Hatsune Miku and Godzilla. Is that what they were referencing? That's actually crazy.
Uh-huh. There's also a number of era exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet, that can detect and attack threats automatically.
He can pull a Kid Buu. Or not Kid, but he can pull a Super Buu. They just home in on threats?
Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And
Oh.
don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley
What?
got him his own pair of Nikes,
What?
Godzilla got busy.
You know,
Why is he hooping?
emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed
that?
200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including during the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the—
Bro, these comic books are ludicrous, bro. What are we talking about? Why did Godzilla go to hell to fight Satan and God? What is this? This is insane.
whole planet.
Oh man.
Scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes.
That look hard.
Ghidorah and Gigan.
Again,
Godzilla
Hydra.
vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon
Oxygen
can suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
What? How does he come back from a black hole though? Yo, I didn't know Godzilla was this OP, bro. I thought comic book characters were like only like the superheroes and stuff, but like this thing, oh my god, this is diabolical.
To an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even
You
the Oxygen
serious?
Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot. His bones
His ghost possessed a robot?
summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an
Wait, what did he say?
possessed a robot. His bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes
He's a kid?
even people. I'd say there's two types of Godzillas: the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot
Ew.
realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima
Oh.
is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's
So this just went to like some Lovecraftian type shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is insane. Imagine if Godzilla just appeared actually in our Earth one day. Like, we're cooked. There's nothing we can do.
when we move move an object and its shadow changes. We get why that happened, but to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a
video
singular
game.
point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way, if something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect
Who's
without
that?
regard for time.
And
Was that a snake with legs, or was that another Godzilla?
Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of
Oxygen
archetype
destroyer?
into its final form, cutting up the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
Okay, I see why they put these two characters together, because I definitely see a bunch of similarities that I would have never thought of before. But this goes deep. I forgot how deep they actually go into the death battles and the explanations and stuff. This is treacherous work. Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore, man.
At the skulls,
Hey, W merch, dog. W merch, W promotion.
The Hulk versus.
I gotta see how this ends.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
I took his Marvel Rivals version. It's the Fortnite version of Godzilla.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's
Been designed by the great.
Wow! What happened? I was wondering why it started off like that again. Why did it go? Why did it jump like that? Hold on.
It's time for a death battle!
What button did I hit to reset the whole video? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, it doesn't matter now. God dang.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
I know they're not recording in 480p. Yeah, but he did not care about those. Just threw some Legos at him. Ooh. That was a sick move.
Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
What are you gonna do, Bruce? What do you mean time for you to take over? What are you gonna do in that moment? Man. Oh.
You think you're strong? I scan the world!
Oh. He popped his ult. Oh. Oh. big. This is fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Stupid lizard.
He's not done yet. Oh, there goes the red mist. Oh. Dang! There goes the door.
I think I understand.
Oh, it's another version of Godzilla. Oh, that was Ultima, right?
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is...
Days?
Godzilla has grown in size.
Why are you still there?
We are...
Y'all should not have been anywhere close.
Well, smash.
Makes sense. Brains.
Trillion to 1 and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive.
Oh.
Like gamma. 1,000 times.
Oh. I like that they did that. It's like the Kenpachi situation from Bleach. It kept dying and coming back to figure out the right solution. That's actually pretty sick.
A million.
Again and again and again.
A trillion. I just need 1.
That's hard. I like that. But did it work though? Ooh.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
That's sick. I like that.
What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even
That's
with
what I
real
thought.
characters, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses.
That's where
Marvel's
Bruce came
cosmos
into
has
play.
Infinite higher dimensions, which
Makes
themselves
sense.
are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal super dimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Next time on
That was
Death
hard.
Battle.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, this is the one that they just dropped yesterday. So I'm gonna make another reaction video on this too.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Clean. Okay, dope. Alright, y'all. That was sick. I'm gonna go ahead and like that because that was. I did not think it was gonna go in the direction it did. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was very unexpected. This was pretty sick. I enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.